Hello! I'm back with this game, as I said, because I wanted to play this game some more. I'm just gonna get on chat real quick, so I can make sure that I have chat up and running for this, since I'm gonna need it. Go ahead and pause you and open up said live chat. Now there's just one thing I'm gonna do real quick. Turn you all the way down. There we go. Go make sure that the bot has announced that I'm live. It seems like it hasn't, but hopefully it'll say that it's live here pretty soon. Broadcasting is good. Just gonna crank the volume up to about 29. And let's just wait for viewers to pop into the chat if any show up. This should be fun. Should be very fun. Oh, they got a music button here. Nice. And then in here. That's wonderful. That is actually wonderful. Okay. Alright. Hopefully this stream is live. What a wonderful video. Absolutely wonderful. This guy's great. He's wonderful. Anyway, what are we gonna go and purchase today? I guess I should also link this somewhere. Come on. There we go. Here. Get your strictly. There's your link. Oh, and this is a horrible decision. By horrible, I mean this is a wonderful decision. Flat 6. Level 5. Oh god! The fuck is this?! What the hell is this muffler? What are you? What even are you? I should probably go full screen. What even are you? Like, seriously, what even are you? This is not a muffler. This is like 2 pipes. Looks like a very sad exhaust. Yes. 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 How fucky can we make this thing look? That's tempting. One in the front. Two in the back. Slick tire. No. I want level 5. This thing still weighs really heavy. Like, look at that. This is a very heavy car, apparently. Just go with natural carbon mirrors. Oh. Carbon spoiler. Blue. Blue. White. Actually, no. If that's the case, I'll do this. It'll be white. Like the blinker. Carbon 3. Sure, I'll have you here. Alright, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. guess while that's done, I'll just pull this up. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That should be good. Do 5. Go. Oh, this really is a new game plus. That's actually really cool. I don't have to worry about getting these again. That actually makes me happy. Makes me very happy. Anyway, here we go. A completely pink out Volkswagen Beetle with a flat 6 engine swap. Because of course. You know, this is totally what you would think of. Absolutely. Actually. Nah. But I think, actually... Let's make this thing look like a sleeper. Yeah, sleeper beetle. That'll work. Now, Nagoya. This is, as you can see here, here's a much wider area, but, we have this little square to start out with. We either get the area of Miiki or Higashi Betsuen. Which, one of them is going upwards and the other one is going upwards. Okay. Thought you could go backwards, but I guess not. Anyways, to start out with, we are going to... I guess we'll go here. And, watch this interesting cutscene. I should have had the music for this, but oh well. Also, hey, look at that! We'll be using that car at some point while we're here. That's the West Corvette. That's a very fast and very cool vehicle. So I don't know why the screen's spazzing out, but oh well. Anyway. Here we go. It's time to roam around the square, as I call it. And start out with, we have .com from RF? Is that what the team name is? RF? Anyway, yeah, .com. Very low-level team, as you can see, and this guy's driving a BZ Truro now. But I'm kind of just blazing past it. Also, hello, person in chat. Anthony Kravitz. Hello, welcome to stream. Yeah, racing funds, that's what it is. It stood for something, I just forgot what it was. Also, nice fucking Samuel parody back there. was very easy. Very, 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 very easy. It's like I'm using a flat 6 swapped Beetle that lacks a spoiler. Because why the hell not? It's like stupidity is my calling card or something. Next person. Ooh. It's Hothead! And he's driving a Celsior. Or an LS 400 as it's called in America, I think. I'm not sure. But either way, I'm kind of just blitzing past him. Goodbye. Oh, hello, this thing is a bit drifty. So yeah, get ready to see this for, like, the next hour, more or less. Because, unfortunately, Nagoya Stage 1 is just NASCAR. It's just right turn. It's Japanese NASCAR. We go left at a later date. But for now, we have to just keep going right around this little square here. Also, I don't think that area in the orange that splits the north and the southern halves of this loop are open, so, rip. But that's okay. Hello. Square lunch! Hey, look, guys, it's a meme. It's a meme. It's an meme. So we're going on to the Tsurami Minami Junction. In this little area. Fun fact, the Nagoya Station is actually located in this area. More specifically, the JR Tower, which is where, oh, that's a van. Fuck out of my way. This is where, Japan Railroad Company has its offices in Nagoya. That's also where the subway station, or not subway station, the train station is. So. It's here, alright. And I just completely kind of punted that van out of the way, but that's okay. HPA made a Beetle. I never knew that. I'm actually kind of curious to see what that looks like. This HPA is actually really cool because they tuned that whack-ass skull that showed up in Gran Turismo 4. And, the other thing, the TT, that you can paint in Gran Turismo 5, but for some reason in Gran Turismo 6 you can't paint it. Probably due to licensing, which really sucks. Anyways, another person from Racing Funds. Looks like they're driving a Starlet. Oh, alright, so they tuned various, they tuned like 2 American vehicles. That's actually really cool. Also, is that the Racing Funds logo on that little store that's back there? It looks like it. It looks like it anyway. Just the red and white, excuse me, circle. It's back there. And that logo totally doesn't look like Toyota. No, hello, that's okay. Oh no! Car just kind of spun out there. Didn't know tire wear was kicking in already. Kinda sucks, but well. Hello, Jakai. Welcome to the stream. So we move on to the next man of Nagoya. Next person here. Torn asunder. Okay. Pardon me! You just brake checked me, motherfucker. I'll have you know that I associate with MR. Look at my sticker. Now fear me. Fear my pink car of doom. You guys were expecting pink fits last night. Well, at least something got pinked up, right? Oh no. What am I doing? I'm not paying attention. Eck. Oh well, we still went down. No biggie. Nature park. And there's a Toro tire. I think I know socket. It's Tozo tire, Toxo tire. I could be wrong though. Oh no. Can I make this? Yes, I can. Hooray! Last person. Also, I want to take a look at this. Okay, now that was just an R. I thought that was a Racing Funds logo on that storefront, but I was wrong. Oh! Looks like we're going up against a bunch of the Racing Fund guys. Or girls in this case, because this rival's handle is Beach Girl. Unfortunately, here's me. My pink bug of doom. There's someone I've already beaten from the looks of it, unless that's a Wanderer. Which, I'm willing to bet that is probably a Wanderer of some description. Just gotta deal with this person first, and then we'll, oh no, we'll, break for them. I'm assuming it's a girl. Okay. Just gonna pull off to the side here, and I'll, do something real quick. Oh, now my notification shows up from the bot. Okay. Fuck you, bot. Speedle is very happy. Who are you? I see your little blue thing back there, Mr. Person. You look like a Wanderer. No, you're not. You're just another person from Montana. But your license plate is on your dashboard. Ooh, scary. It's not like I can just blitz by you. No. Oh no. That's not the place I want to go to, because that just leads to an area. BIOS. Okay. And he's done. Right, that takes care of everybody on this night. 7 wins. Cool. Cool. Take you out for a spin. first hothead here. Find freedom. Interesting little leaving we got there. It's a shame though this thing exists. Oh no. So, you guys liking this part of the game so far? It's thrilling gameplay. I'm sure that it is very thrilling. Oh no. Car's getting very sad, and I can't really go there. This place is not unlocked yet. Lightweight supersonic meme machine. Hello. You're driving a box. You're from Attention. Nice box. Mine is better. Mine is much better. Now move out of my way. Well, you see, the reason why this Vitz is so quick is one, look at this glorious carbon fiber bodywork, and two, I threw an L6 in there, a turbocharged L6 to be exact. I was gonna be a meme and throw a V8 engine swap into this thing, but I prefer the N96, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'll probably be a meme and V8 swap a car at some point. Just don't know when. It'll happen though. Hello. Real Echo. Ooh! Dude, nice Miata. No, seriously, nice Miata. Unfortunately, I have to stomp on you. I'm sorry. Say Moonlight Suzuki. There's that little billboard that says A Nature Park. Because A Nature Park is the best park. It just is, naturally. One thing I don't like about the Vitz is how squirrely this thing gets once you get to a very high speed. Like, this thing can oversteer real easily. Can spin out if you're not careful with your movements. It's probably because this thing is so light, but, yeah. I should totally go face a certain set of bosses in this game once I get to that part using this thing, except that will not work well at all, considering what they're driving. Fuck those guys. Those guys are assholes. What makes it worse is that in ITC they show up again, but their cars have very supercar-like elements on them. Like, here, let's take a Toyota Supra and make it look like an SLR McLaren. Because that'll work, right? That'll totally work. Hello, Franco. Welcome to the stream. Oh no. Oh no. See, look at that. can just brake and immediately go on the gas afterwards, and it'll just give itself the traction that it needs again, automatically. Oh, there's something that I'm gonna do once we're finished with tonight. I'm gonna go buy another vehicle, but there's a reason why I'm buying that vehicle in particular, because there's a certain thing I can do to it that I would like to do to it. I'm just gonna slide right into you. Hey, Hotman. Excuse me. Come back here. Oh, hey, I think that's the Velsite kid. That's really cool. I like the Velsite kit on that car. Also, hey look guys, there's a bowling alley. Tight. Ooh. I wonder how tight it is in there. Also, I'm not really sure about one that Billboard was parodying, excuse me. Also, I really like how the highway signs, like, point out that this curve here exists. Uh-oh. Ooh. That doesn't look too bad. The TRD kit on the MR2 also looks really good. Although TRD in general does a really good job on their vehicles. I think the same could be said for Tom's. And Sard, too. If I were playing TXR Drift, I'd be driving a Sard-sponsored Vitz, because that's in there. It's actually a pretty decent car for that portion of the game. Okay. Good job, buddy. Good job there. I should totally clip that and submit that to highlight reel. In fact, I think I'm gonna do that once the stream is done. Which I don't know how long we'll be going for tonight. I want to get through Nagoya, at least. Because this really does not take very long. Like, it really doesn't. He got Neil Strayford. The super mega wall grind has failed. Without tear. Tear, whatever. The point is, I'm winning. That's all that matters. Hotel. Is that really a piazza? It looks like a leave-in. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a piazza, because I think those two cars have similar body styles. Oh no. Please proceed to move out of my way, sir. I think out of the three cities in this game, Nagoya is the weakest one in my personal opinion. It's still good, it's alright, don't get me wrong, but, this place really doesn't have that many curves. Like, sure, it has the straight line sections and the curves, but honestly, it's just the smaller square here and the bigger square up there. Hello, I just didn't right past you. Yeah, like, Nagoya is just a big square. That's honestly what it is. Ooh, racing flux. Get over here. I think you're the last person who I need to defeat here. And then your leader will come out. Slow down. No. No thanks. I've actually played through, the Japanese Kaido battle and the Japanese version of Kaido 3. I played through both games. In the case of the first game, I honestly want to say that the Japanese version is far superior to the American version. I'm not really sure if this is a thing or not, but I feel like the physics got botched when Crave localized this game in America. But I've played through the Japanese version of Kaido 1 and Kaido 3. It was a fun experience. Also, getting to drive the Pantera in Kaido 1 was very, very fun. That was a fun experience, because that card is just so good, honestly. It's really expensive, but it's really good once you get a hold of it. I think it's like 50 million yen? It's either 50 or 40 million yen for the Pantera in that game. So you have to do a lot of grinding. Like, a lot of grinding. It's unreal. Except it is. Okay, that's everybody here. So, just gonna go put another car in the sub-garage real quick. Just gonna put you in there. Is that an empty spot? It's an empty spot. But there is one here, though. Now, we're gonna buy another Toyota. There's one particular that I want to get a hold of. There we go. Okay, just making sure there's not a duplicate Celica. I want to buy you. There's a reason why I want to purchase you. I can get you an ISO of the Japanese TXR games. I need to ask one of my friends for links to his Mega if he still has those. I know for sure that I have the Japanese Kaido 3 ISO. I'm not sure if I have that backed up on my Mega though. If I do, I'll send you a link to it at some point. But as for the original, I have to ask him where he got it from. Now, there's a reason why I bought this vehicle, but I just want to get some things done to this thing first. And I'm actually going to stick with the original engine in this thing. Oh, that's cool that you have a real disc of Kaido 3. You might want to see if you can get the strategy guides for those games at some point as well. If it's even possible to get them. One of the IGCD admins actually uploaded some stuff on GT Planet, I think, of the first one. But he never uploaded the second and third ones for some reason. So, that might be something to look into at some point. Okay. So are you all ready to see why I went and bought a Celica and kept the donor engine in there, or the original engine in there? Because I bought this thing for a reason. That's because, to put it simply, the aerodynamic kits for this thing are really silly. So we just got a standard looking lip, whatever that is, bell side, unknown, and oh look! It's the fucking Pikes Peak kit. Guess what we're doing? We're just gonna go ahead and throw the Pikes Peak arrow on this thing. Even has the over fenders too. Look, it even has the wing. Like, it even has that ginormous wing, which makes me very happy. Then under light design, throw you on. You can even get an eyeline for it if you wanted to, so we'll go ahead and do that. No, it's the Pikes Peak car, I think. I'll go check real quick just to make sure that I'm not, like, mistaken. But, I'm like 99% sure this is the Pikes Peak car. Actually... no. There we go. Now, I'm just gonna leave this on the screen. I'm gonna bring you up real quick. See? Not how well you can see this, but, yeah! They implemented this into this game for some reason. Which is actually really cool now that I think about it. Like, I really like the fact that they just said, hey, for one of the body options for the Celica, we should make the Pikes Peak car. And, well, go figure, they did it. Yeah! Just ghetto Pennzoil logo. Actually, I'm curious, what color is this? Just yellow? Okay. In that case. One. Take the license plate off, because who needs that on a race car? Oh, trust me, I've seen. People who can make the really interesting stuff in the vinyl editor have skill, that's for darn sure. Go. Set the reflection down to... just have that set as 50. Sticker set. I'll just go ahead and do the Genki sticker, because I like this sticker. And body paint, which can't really... maybe I'll do something with us at some point. I don't know if I will. But yeah! Got ourselves a Pikes Peak car. And let's go race it the only way I know how to, which is in an oval. Or square, I should say. It's square. This is just a square. Let's see how our magical Celica engine will take us. Oh my god! Those are eyelash headlights. Jesus Christ! Yeah, those are fucking eyelash headlights. What the fuck? I'm gonna have fun kicking you into oblivion. Oh, that's right, the flashers don't work. The stupid things you can do to the K-cars in this franchise are absolutely wonderful. I should just boot C1GP up at the end of the stream and show what I can do to those cars in particular. yeah, Rat. Oh god. Rat is the fucking, that one team from, God Hand, is it? Or it's the fucking Spades. The Spade team. I might play that on stream, just to describe what I'm talking about. I'm not really familiar with it, but, the fucking Spade team from, God Hand is great. You can meet me at the club. Yeah, C1 GP is a hard game to beat. And by hard, I mean it's a very long game. I've beaten it, by technicality, but, the second ending requires you to beat everybody in almost every discipline, so there's that. That's the big reason why I've not gone through and beat it. And actually, the final boss of C1 GP, you don't even need to beat everybody in all three disciplines. You just need to beat everybody at least once for him to show up, which is strange, but oh well. It's definitely C1 GP is a strange game that's also very hard in certain places, like, holy shit, that game gets hard. Especially with the drifting events. There's one rival in particular that has a really nasty drifting event that, requires you to get, like, 44,444 drift points in 2 sections. So it's basically, if you fuck up another section, you lose. Also, this guy is an imposter, so yeah. It's hard. Fun game, absolutely. But it's hard. Furthermore, I've never really had an issue with the TXR games until C1 GP came along, so... Where's that? Uh-oh. Who are these people? Suspicious-looking sedans? Now, as you can see in the cutscene, the vans are white instead of yellow. Oh, look. Who is this? Who are you? Genesis R. Also, sorry for not having the music in the cutscenes. I felt like listening to my own music. So, what? Oh, hey, they've already spawned in. Cool. Which means I don't have to worry about just going back to the garage. Oh! Here's something for you. In C1 GP, these people don't drive sedans, they drive minivans. The leader himself is driving an Elgrand in C1 GP. It's really silly. Like, it's really, really silly. If I recall correctly, I think it's a V6 swapped Elgrand. So, there's that. Anyways, Genesis R. A team comprised of very powerful people, as in, these people have high-ranking positions, but they're also kind of corrupt to an extent. I know on this team specifically there's a doctor who, is very, very bad. He's a very bad man. Yeah! Oh, hello, Van. Yeah! C1 GP does a lot of things interesting. I'll put it to you like that. Some of the rivals that you would never think drive specific vehicles end up driving said vehicles in that game. Another person who I can think of is, Glorious Mommy and Exotic Eve, because yes, those two show up. In C1 GP, there is a Genki Racing Project minivan, and there's also an Abflug Supra. Now, you'd expect Glorious Mommy to be driving the minivan and Exotic Eve to be driving the Abflug Supra. It's reversed instead, as in the Wanderer has the flood car, and the other person has the other vehicle. Also, I'm gonna pause for just a minute because I'm receiving a phone call, so I will be back in just a minute. For now, enjoy the music.
Let's look at the funk. Could you stop playing with that radio of yours? I'm trying to get to sleep. Could you stop playing with that radio of yours? I'm trying to get to sleep.
Sorry about that, I have been getting important phone calls tonight that I have to take. Oh, I see the music is done. Or is it? Oh, well, technically it's done because it's just repeat. So I'll just put you on next instead. And we'll just listen to this music. Because Jet Set Radio music is amazing. Next member of Genesis R is going to be British Energy. And it looks like he's driving the same car that the last guy we faced uses. Interesting. Huh? died. Just fucking eat it, man. Looks like the next dude is going to be up this way. I get this feeling that the Genesis R dudes just spawn in after the cutscene. Although, unlike No Loser, you don't have to go back to the garage and end the day in order for them to show up. I'm not paying attention. That's like one thing you don't really get with the No Loser dudes, is why you have to go back to the garage in the day and then go back out again. But with these guys, they just all spawn in simultaneously. No, you cannot do drivetrain swaps in C1GP, if I recall correctly. It's only engine swapping. And engine swapping in C1GP is unlocked for all cars once you hit a certain number of miles on one car. So it's basically a case of once you hit X amount of miles on one car, the engine swaps become available for another vehicle. Which is actually really neat. Quite like that ability to do that. Quite a lot. That's a van. It's a bit interesting how that game as a whole works. No, I think there's just one more dude that we have to beat. Now, Nagoya is interesting in how the two rival teams work. As in, you don't get to face the quote-unquote big bosses in the city until you've defeated two teams specifically. This team, Genesis R, and another team that we will be meeting later. And there is a certain reason for that, as we will soon be seeing in the future. Now, I forget if you have to be going the other way to get the other team, or if you just have to defeat one team and then the next team shows up afterwards. I don't think you can go in the other direction in this city, at least for now. I'm just running into every van on the road, maybe it's because my car's yellow. Yeah. If I also find the correct save game for Drift 2, I'm gonna show off something too. Because I want to show it off. Jakai here has actually made some codes for Cheat Engine, which I may show off at a separate date, as long as he's okay with it, but through my own messing around in Cheat Engine, I actually found a bit of a code that will modify some things with the rival system. So it's basically, as long as you have one friend, you can actually drive any car in the rival game, regardless if you face them or not. And it's really interesting how that works. So that's definitely a nice little thing. And that's the last Genesis I remember. Now, I'm just gonna make sure that I'm doing this right. Yes, okay. Also, here's the other team that we're gonna have to face eventually. So, be ready for that. I think they'll spawn in once we've taken care of the at-tension, which that's the last team that we need to do. So, I'm gonna go ahead and switch out another vehicle. And go put another car into the sub-garage real quick, and go buy another car to work my magic on. We're going to put the Red Ox Super into the garage for now. Here we go. Hey. That's actually really neat. I might have to try those codes out at some point with Cheat Engine, if you're okay with that. No. 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 Here's the thing I want to talk about with. It's not here either. Oh, now I remember. I want to buy one of you. I'll buy you in plain white. Now, go ahead and looks like the best way to go will be a flat 4 in terms of power. I've not been on the TXR forums in a long time. You may just want to put them on a Mega and maybe put them on a Mega or something. Mega Link, Mega Drive, whatever it is, whatever. That's what I usually do with my stuff that I want to share with other people. I just throw it onto my Mega and then I share it. That's actually how there is a copy of Blur on my Mega Drive from RG Mechanics. Because that game, for one, is amazing with friends, and two, it's a very good party game to play with other people on like a LAN, on like something like Tungle. I wish Evolve was still around, but unfortunately, Evolve died, so rip. But that also comes with a bunch of music from the game too, and by a bunch of it I mean almost all of it, because RG Mechanics is cool like that. I'm not saying go pirate video games or anything, because that's not a good thing, but if you do want to, if you need to pirate it at some point, then there you go. Oh! Really? Only the Vels? Okay, I guess we're not using this. Sorry! I thought, hey, maybe they'll have the different kits in this game for the MR2, but I was mistaken. So, sorry. Gonna have to sell you off, because you only have the Velside kit, and I was kinda hoping you'd have the TRD kit. That's a bit of a disappointment. By a bit of a disappointment, I mean that's a major disappointment. I don't think this card has the options. I don't know if that thing has the Groupie kit or not. Probably doesn't. Ooh. You look fun. Actually. What's your drivetrain? It's very tempting. I'm very tempted to meme this. Although on that same merit, I'm very tempted to buy one of these as well, because I adore the Pantera. But I think I'm going to make one of my car friends very happy, and just go ahead and get this out of the way. And before you ask, no, I'm not engine swapping this. Level 9! Okay. Right then. 5. 5. Carbon mirrors. Natural carbon. Normal design. No Y-line. Go with tattoo. Won't mess with you. Number 3. License plate number 1. Type 3. Now here's probably the one time you're gonna see me do this on stream, because editing in this thing is a very, very tedious thing to do. Now, body painting. This is definitely going to be a bit of an ordeal, because I have not really done body painting in this game all that much. And to be completely honest with you, there's good reason why I have not done that. I'm just gonna see where that stripe is. Is there no mapping for the hood on this thing? Wouldn't be far. If there is no mapping on the hood, that's going to be... Oh. No, there is. Okay. That's a bit silly. Whatever. No. There we go. One stripe here. Another one here. And that is not symmetrical, not by a fucking long shot. Toggling the grid for this. No. It's not what we want on either. Hello, iJazz. Welcome to the stream. Fucking hell. Oh! That actually would have been really useful. No, fucking hell. It's not what I want. I want you. Yes, this is TXR3. And I'm trying to do something with this Viper, as you can see here, but I honestly think I'm just gonna not fuck with it for now. I was gonna try and paint some stripes on it, but this editor is actually a bit of a pain in the ass to use. And furthermore, I prefer C1GP's editor a lot more. I prefer it a lot more, actually. So I'm just gonna go through Also, hey, if anybody here has listened to Jet Set Radio Future soundtrack, you're gonna adore this song. Because everybody loves Chibo Mono, am I right? Haha, no. Bit of a shame my Xbox recently died, as in the disc tray got stuck and it makes a buzzing noise when I try to get it out. So something in there is probably dead, which is not good. And that makes me sad because, well, Jet Set Radio Future is one of my favorite games, but hopefully, once I get off my lazy ass and start uploading parts of my Jet Set Radio Let's Play, which I'm posting on HD Central, that's my friend Thunder's channel, when I get off my lazy ass and decide to start uploading the parts for that, because I've been recording parts of that Let's Play in mass, I've just not uploaded them, or got them rendered per se. Once I'm done with that, hopefully, by the time, also, no, I have not tried the force eject button yet. I may have to give that a try at some point. Next time you're on voice, you'll have to show me. As I was saying, though, hopefully, people at the r/emulation thread have actually been making good work on CXPX Reloaded, which is an Xbox emulator that's been in the works for some time now, and, to put it simply, Jet Set Radio Future, and I'm not going to be driving in the rain, Jet Set Radio Future has actually made substantial progress, as in, they've gotten the game to work at 60 FPS, which is the full frames. All they really need to do is just make it to where the graphics aren't really screwy, and the sound works. But, for all intents and purposes, it's quote-unquote playable in its current state, which is wonderful. We'd probably be here a lot quicker if some moron had it turned his development kit Xbox into a computer. Which, I don't know why you would do that, but to each their own, I guess. Hello, Jason. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Xbox emulation, it's on the way, and it looks like it's getting somewhere, which is fantastic news to hear. Yeah, that's also another thing I'm excited for, something more I'm also excited for is to see if those games can work on, X-Link Kai. Because if they can, then that effectively eliminates the need for an Xbox, or an Xbox 360 for that matter. Which would be awesome. Also, oh, it is very early where you live, isn't it? It's like, it's 9:50 where I'm at here. I'm honestly really hoping that once Jet Set Radio Future works on CXPX, it's in a state where the other games can be playable, per se. I'm very curious to see if that's the case, because if Sega GT Online also works, then perhaps maybe somebody can go through the code in that game and maybe see if it's possible to get the cars that were only supposed to be exclusively released to people who did well on the online section. Basically cars like the Evolution 7, the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am Ram Air, the newer model one, the Sylvia S15, and a few other cars in the game's career mode. That would be really nice if that's possible, because while you can drive those cars outside of the career mode, it would be really nice to have those in the career mode to drive them around some. That would be very nice. Because I've always kind of wondered how those cars would perform when they've gotten upgrades on them. I'm not paying attention. It would also be kind of neat if DLC events, because I heard like a rumor that there were DLC events in that game that were released, and all you had to do was just go online, claim them, download them, and kablamo, you have them. And maybe that's how you get some of those cars? I'm not really sure, honestly. But my point is that if that could happen, that would be really neat. So, here's to hoping. And here's to hoping that if Xbox Simulation does become a thing, they figure out a way how to utilize the DLC. So that way, stuff like the PGR2 DLC can be accessible. Because I'm actually very curious to try out the server SV12 and the 2 maps that got released. I think said maps are Long Beach and Harris. So that would be really neat if that was the case. And I would be very, very happy. The acclaim juice is strange, to say the least. It's been a while since I remember it, but I swore I could have swear I saw an AC Cobra in the acclaim juice at one point. Although that might have made it to the final game, I'm not really too sure. My friend Angel wasn't busy editing videos like he has been for like the past 2-3 weeks now. I could get him to mention it or something, but unfortunately he's not in this stream because he is a very busy man. Which is good on him, that he's definitely doing what he needs to get done. That's more than I can say, honestly, because I've still not uploaded certain parts of the Let's Play. Even though I should really get to uploading them at some point or another. That would probably be good if I can. Oh, it doesn't exist? Okay. My mistake. Also, yes, the original Juiced. The original one is what we're describing here. Oh no. Oh no. Car, please. No, I don't want to update those settings now. Thank you very much. And there we go. Later time? Yes, it is! For pride. Shibuya Hotel. Now, once we're done with this guy, I'm assuming Six is gonna show up. So, once Six shows up, I'm gonna switch out of the Viper and switch into another vehicle, and also turn the in-game soundtrack back on. And would you look at that, I was right. It's Six. They show up at the same toll booth that Genesis Art does, surprisingly enough. And those white vans spawn in again. Alrighty. Let's go back into the garage. Let's go ahead and turn this music off. We're gonna go ahead and switch into the West Corvette here, because this is the car that represents Nagoya. And, oh boy, it's raining outside. This ought to be fun. This is the second time it's fucking rained when major events happen. Anyway. just gonna go ahead and cue up the in-game soundtrack for this if I have the correct music inserted. Which I do. Hooray. First up is Michelle. Also, hey, this thing controls really well in the rain. Cool. Let's see what they thought of that. Did not think that this car would control so well in the rain. I'm a bit surprised, to be honest with you. Oh, soccer references. Nice. Yeah, I don't really know what's up with the lines. It has something to do with aliasing, but, I'm not sure what to do about that. Also, there's reason why I turned the in-game soundtrack and also brought the Corvette out. We'll be seeing him in the next city I just. And, hello! You're a wanderer! Get your dick over here, I'm gonna race you. Hypergrowth. It seems like we have a wanderer who needs to be dealt with, who is in a badly proportioned Mustang. Look at those tiny wheels. And I think I also see another wanderer down on the southern half of the map who we might go face before we duel off with the big bosses. Now, I think this might be a magazine of some description. I'm not really sure what it is, if it's just a rival sticker or if it's like a legitimate magazine. Because this game has real-life references to car culture all over the place. It's really silly how much there is, to be honest with you. It's mainly, and by mainly, I mean it's exclusively with the Wanderers, but still, it's still kind of interesting how many references Genki snuck in. Anyway, here's the next person. Red Sheep. Message retracted. Nice. Yeah, New Game Plus is a wonderful, wonderful thing. That's why I kind of decided to do this on a whim, because I've never really played through this game before. And, I wanted to have a little bit of fun with it as well, so that's why I decided to, do a New Game Plus with this. I'm aware of what happens in this game and, like, who all you have to face, thanks to Nail Strafer and various other people on the internet who've covered this game. But, yeah, and yes, Anthony, Mustangs and Corvettes are considered imports. The irony, right? Or something like that. Also, yeah, a Japanese tuner, tuning a Corvette, and here's the kicker. West isn't even based in, Nagoya. West is based in Yokohama. Don't ask me why a car built in Yokohama is based out in Nagoya. Maybe it's because of the fact that this area is for high-speed racing, but West is an importer of American cars, believe it or not. They also tune various American cars. They especially like to tune the Corvette. They've actually tuned a C6. Multiple C6s, actually. If I recall correctly, they've even tuned up a 01, which is really neat. So, yeah. And as to why they're based out here in Nagoya, and instead of Yokohama, I'm not really too sure. But, yeah. They also sell parts for the old-school Corvettes and the Dodge Viper, which is really neat. Also, hey, looks like we will be facing whoever is there after all, so long as they don't give me a battle cancel. But, yeah. It's interesting stuff, I tell ya. It's really interesting how a Japanese tuner can make an American car much better. Because this baby is meant for circuit racing, and also highway racing, as you can see here. So, if I ever get a Corvette, I'm actually curious to import parts from them and see what I can do. Hello, Snow Dancer. Will you race me? No, you won't. Okay, fuck off. Just instant battle cancel. Watch that become a running gag with these streams. Just every stream there's a battle cancel. Because of course there would be. Oh well, we got one of them. That's all that matters. Yeah! Shinichi Kobayashi of MCR. He's a crazy dude. He also showed up in the little street racing documentary that was on the TXR-0 disc. In one of his signature red vehicles. And I believe one of his, associate shows up in an MCR-sponsored Sylvia. The white one. Orange Pegasus. I'm pretty sure it's a Hokkaido license plate nonetheless, because according to where Snow Dancer is from, he's from that area. Which, if I know my license plate symbols right, I know which one is the Hokkaido symbol. That's if I remember correctly, and if I've played enough Drift 2, which I honestly should have, because I used to play that game religiously. The game has a special place in my heart. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing that sadly got stomped out by the reviewers, because oh my god, I can't drift a Mazda! I can't drift a Mazda 6. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's boss battle time, with the leaders of Genesis R and Six in the rain. This is why I brought the Corvette out and also turned the music up, because holy fuck, this music is so good. But yeah, these guys aren't fucking around. They pretty much team up to try and take you down once and for all. And it does make for a pretty good battle. And as you can see, Ogre Deity here is in a very fast Supra, so maybe this will be interesting. Oh no! This is a bit of a clusterfuck. Oh, Jesus. Car, why'd you do that? This is not good. This is not good. I don't know if I can catch him. Hopefully I can. Van, do not mess me up now. Okay, one of them's down. There goes the other one. Oh no. We're coming up to an off-ramp. No, we're not. The car really wanted to slide there for a moment. Also, the other guy appears to have dropped back. Oh god. Oh no. Ugh. Come on. Just a little. There we go. Oh, that scared me. That really did scare me. I'm just gonna play that back real quick. That was actually a bit of a challenge. That makes me happy. I might save a replay of this and, record it. Because I'm not gonna lie, this actually kind of was a good battle. Also, look at that sick deja vu right there. Hello, Thunder. Welcome to stream. Just go and zoom by our friend from Genesis R there. No, Steelheart, I believe, drives a TRD Supra. It always seems like a TRD Supra to me, anyway. Well, I could be wrong. And there we go. That was interesting. Just gonna go ahead and save a replay of that if I can, which I can. Oh, I can't. I'll just... Okay. I'll just go ahead and save over you then. Right. In the shadow of a person grasping a dream is the figure of a person leaving with his dream shattered. A world where yesterday's champion could lose his prestige in one night. Obtaining a passport to the next stage. The winners dream new dreams. And the Nagoya Castle, ladies and gentlemen. So! This only leaves one city remaining, and I saved the best one for last. Tokyo, the namesake. Also, we can't go back to Nagoya or Osaka just yet. That comes in the second half of the game. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and save here, and this is not the end of the stream. I think I'm gonna get started with Tokyo. I might see if I can blitz through it on this stream too, or get close to beating it. So here's what we're gonna do. Gonna go here. And we're gonna go ahead and switch the Viper. Move that into the sub-garage. Also move the Celica in there as well. And don't move you in. Where are you? We're gonna move this thing in the garage. The Holy Matchless Crowd Racing GTR, which I believe this thing won an HG challenge, or an HG Rivals episode I requested for Thunder to do. So, yeah. This game's one of the game's, quote, hero cars, I guess, per se. And we're gonna be using that. As well as we're gonna be reusing the Nav S15. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and switch over to the GTR and begin the final stage of Chapter 1. And we're gonna start on the C1. So, buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for a ride here. Right. That cutscene is really serious for some reason. I've kind of always liked that series. Anyway, here we go. The namesake city. I'm sure this place needs no introduction. Let's get going. We're immediately starting out with the Galaxy Racers. a team of students who go to an automotive university in Tokyo, and they get, like, hand-me-down parts from other people. Also, yes, Dejected Angel was a royal pain in the ass in TXR0. She was really difficult to beat. It's a bit silly. And even in this game, she still is. But Dejected Angel, guys, it's that YouTuber. It's that fucking guy who calls himself Dejected Angel. Or Del, as he calls himself. Whatever. Whatever handle they go by. They seem nice enough. Anywho. Tokyo is a marvelous, marvelous city. And, the C1 loop is fantastic, first of all. There's actually a mod for Assetto Corsa that has a C1 nighttime mod, which is actually a really well done and really well made mod, if you ask me. I might show that off at some point. Next person of Galaxy Racers. Here we go, the Eternal Red Zone. Also, yeah, dude bought him to 32 and turned himself in at Takashi Nakazato from Demerol. Initial Demerol. But, yeah. Yeah. I love the C1. This is honestly probably one of my favorite pieces of roadway that exists in real life. It's something that I've always dreamed of, to be completely honest with you. Not saying that the other routes are bad, it's just, well, this one's my favorite, and we're going to be focusing on the C1 loop first. And then, second of all, we will be focusing on the Shinkanji-o, which is that little route to the right of us. And I believe the Shinkanji-o and C1 dudes mingle in this little spot. So I'm gonna hopefully try and continue to go for the guys in C1. And leave the dudes on the Shinkanji-o for their own separate little purposes, unless I'm, like, in the vicinity of the junction. That sticks with C1. So, that's the plan there. And I'm actually kind of hoping I get to race the final boss of Chapter 1 in the rain, like I did with the other two bosses. Furthermore, I've defeated the other two bosses in the rain with FR drivetrain cars, so, there's that. Those guys got absolutely smashed. CWC. Muto. That actually said Bato in one of the earlier games. Yoshiba. Totally not a Toshiba parody. What else do we got? That hill part. Yeah. Nice name. Taiyu Ultra Cool. That's a Kirin parody, if I'm not mistaken. Hello. You're a Wanderer in C1 GP. How do I know this? Because I've had to race you twice in that game. Which, yeah, sadly the Galaxy Racers disbanded in C1 GP, as in, like, that team is no longer there, and, Sweet Honey over here is the only person who exists, or still actively racing. she also sticks with her trademark MR2 that you see there. So, also, one White Dragon Revolution who formerly raced on Elegant Wild, I think is the team name. He's actually a Wanderer in this game, and he also shows up in C1GP if you have an engine swap on your vehicle. It doesn't matter what kind of engine swap, just any engine swap. Jakai, if you... First of all, tell me what stage of the game you're at the last time you played. Because, depending on where you're at, Wanderers show up in different fields, and there's, like, a different Wanderer in each field, if that makes any sense. It's complicated to understand, honestly, but that's how they made that game. Hello. Hello! You're Illusion B. You're a Wanderer. Stage B. Okay. Do some backtracking to Stage C. But try to get your hands on a station wagon if you can, because, there's a Wanderer who will show up if you're using a station wagon. He does drive a specialty vehicle, too, so, keep in mind, he drives something called the Option Wagon, which is a Nürburgring attack wagon, based on an Estima, I think. It's either an Estima or an Optima, but it's really silly. It's rumored that he was, Anthony. It hasn't been confirmed because the Midnight Club members do not like to talk about their existence in the club. But, it's rumored that Kobayashi and a few of the other tuning shop members, Isamu and Memiya, for example, it's rumored that they were active participants in the Midnight Club too, but they don't like to speak about it because of the whole, non-disclosure agreement that the Midnight Club had, which basically don't talk about anything outside of it. But it is rumored that he was a part of the club. Yeah, Amemiya was in there. He didn't discuss it, but he was in there. Unless he did at some point. The leading figure of C1. Alright. One of my friends has a bunch of Midnight Club material, which is pretty great. Flood was another one that participated in Midnight Club. Although their involvement with the club was pretty obvious because of the fact that the people had the fucking stickers directly on their vehicle. So, like, you knew it was an Outplug, associate who was, part of that. So who do we have here? We have the Rolling Guys, Fine Drive, SS Limited, the Galaxy Racers, Max Racing, Twister, Diamond Image, the Windstars, Highway Outlaw, our gangs, Tokyo Jungle, and the Cuban Heroes. And then we have the bosses here, and Wanderers. There's plenty of them! Excuse me. There are plenty of them in Tokyo. Absolutely plenty of them. So I'm just gonna reach down for a bottle of tea here. I have a big-ass bottle of tea. Arizona. Cheap tea. But man is it good. Should probably finish that pizza that I have sitting here off as well. Hello. Arrow. It shouldn't be too much longer until we face the leader of Galaxy Racers at this pace. Which, I think I am gonna try and clear out both sides of the C1 and both sides of the Shinkanjio of this stream. By that, I mean get to the bosses and then call it once we're done with Tokyo. So, you guys will be in for a bit of a long one if I'm going at this pace, honestly. And hey, it's leader time! Mr. Othello here is driving a Pulsar. And also, Ice Machine Gun. The song is great. The song is very good. Like, the music for the bosses in Tokyo, it's just good in general. And there we go. He's done. So that's the first of 4 teams that we need to drop here on the C1. I forget if it's like 3 or 4. I'm 99% certain it's 4. But once the 4th team is done, we'll be getting him some visitors. And Max Racing is next up. Max Racing. These guys were very similar to SS Limited. By that, they're a team mainly comprised of sedan drivers. Now, I'm not sure if they're more toned down or more tenacious compared to SS Limited, but they have a very similar theme going for them with the whole sedans. Also, yeah, look at how many fucking people are on the Shinkanjio. It's a lot. A lot of blue arrows. Hello, the AI is spazzing out. The game likes to do that with separate highway junctions for some reason. Never really understood why. Whatever works, I guess. So, y'all been enjoying this so far? My internet's actually been holding up very, very well, and I'm very, very pleased that it has. Because I can finally, well, I can do things like this now. As long as the internet holds up. Death Leopard! Musical news. Because why not? Looks like he's driving a SEMA? Is that a SEMA? That is a SEMA. Sure if that was a SEMA, but that's a SEMA. And hey, there's somebody from Diamond Image, but you will not be dealing with them until much later. Hey look, there's the Tokyo Tower. I think this is in the Shiba Park area, if I'm not mistaken, which is in Minato, which is a sub-district. Tokyo has a lot of those, apparently. Sub-districts. Tokyo is a very large city, so we're gonna have those. Hello. You look like another dude from Max Racing. In fact, I am correct. It is the high-speed white blade. I believe that this man is actually a part of Max Racing's trademark, the high-speed series. As in, I'm fairly certain there are 2 other rivals who have the high-speed prefix in their name. I know another one is like High-Speed Blue Thunder or something like that, which we HG Central. My boy Thunder is driving that car. Well, he was a pushover. Now up to C1 we go. And to the right. Looks like we're getting pretty close to clearing this section out, if I'm being quite honest. We've not done very many laps in C1 in this direction, and we're already very close to clearing out the C1, or at least this direction of it. Speaking of which, hello, Thunder. Nice car you got there. Goodbye, Thunder. It's nice meeting you. Hello. Alright, have a good night, Jakai. Thanks for watching. Have a nice night. And he's down. So... only one more dude from Max Racing we have to beat, if I'm not mistaken. Before the leader shows up. So, cool. That means we're getting close to beating this section. Then we go the other way around, and then we repeat that for the Shinkan. Now, again, I'm gonna try and time it to where once I go up against a certain boss on the Shinkanji, I'm gonna do this while it's raining. There is a very specific reason why I'm choosing this. Blue Shadow. Also, we're going this way. Thankfully, the AI didn't spaz out and send me directly into the wall, which is nice. Ginza! That's a shopping district. Hello. Who are you? You're a diamond image. Okay, I don't need to worry about you then. Dude! That drift though. Okay. So we got one more person to win against from Max Racing. And then we get to go race the leader, and then after that, we switch directions. Pizza Hut pizza's so good, by the way. Hello. I might race 3 people on this side of this one, to be fair. It might be easier too, actually. I have to take a sip of my tea there. Also, hey, this is the last of the high-speed trio. Which is cool. Because that means the team leader is not too far away. Oh, Yuri did such a wonderful job as the Japanese voice actor from Grid. He did such a wonderful job. Just, I like how loud he screams in that. Also, hello, I'm not paying attention. But yeah, he's a wonderful voice announcer, and he's a wonderful voice actor in Grid just because of how excited he gets. He gets very excited. It's quite entertaining, too. So how many more people from Max Racing do we have to meet here? Now, there is one team I'm going to specifically target. That team being Rolling Guy when we get to them. I want to race the guys from Rolling Guy. Hello. Golden Beast. Pardon me. You're not gonna give me a battle cancel, bro. I'm not letting you pull that shit on me. I'm not finished with you! He does, doesn't he? Well, that's a game I kind of am tempted to show off on stream at one point as D1GP. Oh, that game had so much possibility in America, but fucking Ukes decided to botch it so hard. It makes me really upset. I've heard that the Japanese version of D1GP is much better compared to the American release. Because one of the things they actually managed to keep in the Japanese version was the commentary team, which is great. But in America, they just have some, like, low-key dudes and, like, one girl commentating over it, and they always make really stupid remarks towards the player. Like, the judges in the American version of D1GP just do not like the player character. They hate on them so much. You can even have a relatively good run and they'll still be like, yeah, you suck. Also, that Viper was in the Japanese version. That Viper was also specifically driven by one Tarzan Yamada, who is one incredible driver who has piloted various things like the Taizan Eclipse Viper, which was based on the competition coupe platform, the XS Engineering R32 GTR, which was a time attack vehicle, and the infamous Cyber Evolution, which that thing, oh boy, that's a fun vehicle. So Tarzan has a bit of a reputation. Oh hey, Twister. I'll race you. Yeah, they're wonderful. One thing I also kind of like don't like that they took out was the fucking the dudes in the commentary people in the Japanese version, the little facial expressions. I get a kick out of how some of them look, and I kind of wish that they would have kept that. Yeah, about that. Tarzan's driving style is absolutely insane. That's how he got that handle to begin with. Tarzan is a legend. And people know him for being an absolutely wild driver in the world of motorsports. And the dude is really old, so it's good to see that despite his age, he's still kicking. Which makes me very, very happy, because that dude, he's pretty good. Kind of reminds me of Monster Tajima a little bit. Sweet Blues. Yeah. Just shocked the judges so much, his glasses just break instantly. Yeah. I'll give credit to the American version of D1GP though, but one good thing about that version is the fact that you can drift a UFO. I'm not even kidding. Which, before you ask, yes, they did take out certain cars in the American version, one of those cars being the Tizian Viper, which sucks, but like I said, you dropped the ball with the American version of D1GP. But, as I mentioned, there is an unlockable UFO if you complete a survival mode. That unlockable being Great G-Matter, who drives a UFO, and you actually get to go one-on-one in a drift battle with the alien. So, that's really silly. That's really, really silly. I'm also not mistaken, in the Japanese version of D1GP, there's an unlockable police car that you can use, which is silly. You drift a police car. So, you know, drifting a police car, that sounds like something Tsuchiya would do on that version. You're in Kagetsu. Yeah. I know which one you were talking about. It's the black and red one, I think. Because Taizan really likes to run those liveries for some reason. I mean, Taizan ran one on a Dodge Viper that was sponsored by SCP. They ran various Advan liveries on Porsches and Super Tech Q and JGTC. So, they are kind of like their Advan colors, if I'm being honest with you. You also unlock Tsuchiya as 8.6 in the American version. Nomoshiba Kumikawa. Okay, Team Orange. Oh, hello, you're from 1 stars. I'm not gonna raise you. Kumikawa is wonderful, though, but then again, Team Orange is a wonderful drifting team. They own the Ebisu circuit, and I mean, for fuck's sake, they recently opened up a drift taxi service at Ebisu. It's wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. They got a... Hello, that van is drifting. They got a Masato Tsunaga driving the Team Orange drift taxi, which is a heavily modified JZX-100 Mark II. It is wonderful. Okay, Anthony, thanks for watching. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. CWC Whiskey. And hey, I'm not sure if that's some of my race yet. Or somebody. Might just go ahead and break for them since I'm pretty much done wiping the floor with this guy. So let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah! They are definitely really good. They are crazy, crazy good. Any day now. Come on. Come on. I see you behind me. There you are. fuck? You're not supposed to be here. Dude from Windstars is like, hey, I'm gonna go on to the C1, except that's not how it works. Also, hello, Minako, welcome to the stream. Okay, so we only have Shitoku Shower and Smile 0 yen before we take on the Incandescent Flame from Twister. Which means the last people who I need to take on is going to be Rolling Guy. And, once I'm done with them, we'll be in for a bit of a treat. But first, we gotta go take care of the remaining members of Twister. Starting out with one of the members here, I'm pretty sure, which is Shitoku Shower. Well, I mean, the thing is with D1GP, they don't allow four-wheel drive cars to be drifted, if I recall correctly. What they do if they pick a four-wheel drive car is that they give it an FR drivetrain swap and then just adapt it to that platform. That's what Team Orange has always done, if memory serves me right. Because, you know, you obviously kind of can't drift a four-wheel drive because if you slide, the traction will go to certain wheels and all that mumbo-jumbo. So, here's the reason why they do that also. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't feel like going around the entire loop once. We're just gonna go backwards. I wouldn't be surprised if that Impreza did have intercoolers in the doors. I really wouldn't. Oh! Well, that's an accident. But, I'm not surprised if that intercooler has, or if that Impreza has intercoolers within the doors. Just simply because that's something that D1GP likes to do. Is they like to do engineering space magic. Please move out of my way, thank you. I know that some of the D1GP cars ran neons. The biggest example I can think of is Nomura's ER34. That car actually has, oh, good to know that you can't go down that highway ramp. That car actually has, neons where the intercooler is at, and also I think it has neons under the car. More specifically, it's like a fluorescent blue neon of some description. And before the D1GP regulations got loosened, I'm not sure if they are still like this now, considering, you know, the state of what drifting is in as a whole, but it used to be that if you wanted to run in D1GP, your car had to be street legal. I kind of miss those regulations, if I'm being honest, but hey, I guess that's why D1 street legal still exists. Because that's pretty much how drifting was back in the olden days. Is that guy stationary? That guy looks like he's stationary. I'm gonna go meet him. Alright, son. What are you doing? Are you Oh! Okay! You were waiting for me, weren't you, boy? Alrighty then! Good to know that can happen. Good to know. Might have to submit that to highlight reel as well. In fact, I might just have to submit this video to Thunder and ask him to go through the part specifically. Or I'll just timestamp everything. But, what the fuck? I was going the other direction on the highway, and he was just like, "Hi, I'm here to race you." Fucking hell. You learn something new every day, I guess. God damn it. Guy got absolutely annihilated. Sword loser. Make that man. Poor van. The poor van just got obliterated. Hello. Here we go. If only this was Twitch, because then I could, like, clip it. But, unfortunately, my internet really does not like Twitch for some reason. I don't know why. But it seems like every time I try to stream on Twitch, the quality just starts to slowly go down. And then I lose connection, and then the stream dies. But for some reason, Spectrum likes YouTube streaming. So, while I would like to be on Twitch, YouTube is a good way to go. And I guess I'll just have to deal with that, which is okay. Now, it's time to go face Incandescent Flame, who I'm not sure what kit that is on his car. I'm gonna guess it's either an early Amemia kit or a Bomb X kit. Either way, this guy's about to get stomped on. As I proceed to show here. Whee! Oh! You're actually keeping up for me for once! That's a bit of a nice change of pace. Well, you're not anymore because you hit that man, so rip you. You're fucked. And there we go. He's done. Now, let's go the other way around C1. And let's go hit up the dudes at Rolling Guy, because those are the people who I want to take out next. Speaking of which... Hello. How's your chef going? The Rolling Guys. They are most definitely the lovable team of this franchise. Somewhat veteran drivers driving high-powered Hachirokus around the C1 loop. They also show up in the Drift series as Downhill Guy, if I'm not mistaken, so... Which there's a parody of that, known as Hill Climb Guy. Which is, a bit interesting to say the least. Also, there's one thing I'm gonna do when we get to it on this side of the highway. Is I'll be able to, one, show something off, and two, I'll be able to knock something out, which... nice. Hello, Firebird from Fine Drive. I mentioned this when I was doing TXR0 last night, but... Fine Drive is a Sylvia team. Their initials are FD. I feel like Twister should have been the Sylvia team's name, and Fine Drive should have been the RH7 team's name, but maybe that would have been too obvious. But either way, also, unlike in TXR0, you can't end the day by going off certain places of the highway. I believe those places are blocked off. I think you can end the day if you go to a place you're not supposed to be at yet, like the Wangan and Yokohama lines, which are in orange. So, yeah. But we can go to the upper half of the Wangan line, and also the Shinkanji. So, that's at least hockey then. Pink. Attack of the pink machine. Anyway, we need to go here. For two reasons. One, this is the pit area. This is where you can look at the rival list, save your game, or not save your game, because that's grayed out. Look at the rival list, change your options, change your car settings, which we really can't on this car. So, we need to stick with the inner loop. So let's go out. Hello, Q, welcome to the stream. And, here's the reason why I went in and out of this pit here on C1. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wanderer. This guy shows up if you go in and out of the Yesu pit area and on the C1 for some reason. So, there's that. Bit of a stranger way to do things if you ask me. This guy is driving a Suzuki, so he's gonna go down relatively easily. As I'm, like, showing on it right now. Also, yes, Q, that is an Alto-Works. That is a newer model Alto-Works by this game standard. And a mortal clown goes down without much issue. Now, there is one thing I'm going to do real quick, because my phone is dying, but I still want to be able to re-chat and interact with you all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my headset off real quick, and go plug my phone in. Because, unfortunately, Shadowplay is not like OBS. And I don't have, like, an overlay or something that I can use to, read, so... Sorry, but them's the ropes, I guess. What are you? You look like you're to... No, you're not what I need. You're to a lamp. We have multiple lamps in this room. What the fuck? Okay. How long have I been going for? I started streaming a while ago, and I get the feeling that it's getting a bit late, but hey, that's okay. That's just fine for me, because it's summer, and I can afford to do this since I'm not having to go back on the schedule yet. Also, streaming inside of a house is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Are you plugged in? Yes, you are. Perfect. Okay. 11, you say? Okay. It's no big egg. Yeah, it's no big egg. I've been going for 2 hours. Alright. That's a bit of a new record, if I'm being honest. Or close to it. Two hours. Perfect. I am very surprised. There's the guy who I just spanked. And who are you? Oh, here we go. You're a rolling guy. You're rolling guy number 5, more specifically. So, let's go take care of you next. And my hazards are still on. Loser! Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to make it to 3 at this pace. Now, not sure if there was a rolling guy number 6, but if there's not, then I think rolling guy number 4 will be the last dude we have to face before things happen. But we'll get to that road when we cross that intersection. Also, we might be finding another wanderer on this side of the highway, if I recall correctly, but we'll see. Hello, you're not rolling guy. You're from Climb Drive. Make it a 3 for Santiago. Clearly. Okay, there is a rolling guy number 6. Which means there's 2 people who we have to curb stomp. We're referring to a person called Pamtree who makes these very silly parody videos. They're really silly. And hey, look! Rolling guy number 6. Speak of the devil. Pretty sure if you drive in front of this guy, he'll just flash your head. He'll flash his headlights like, hey bro, wanna race? Don't you be going to that side? Okay. He didn't cause a draw, which is good. Which is very good, actually. Okay, so just one more rolling guy to deal with. And, we'll bring out the first big boss of, this section of Tokyo. And I think... I'll be up here for more games. No, I don't want to go to him yet, no offense. Now, I'm really hoping that when we get to the Shinkanjio boss, I wind up racing him while it's raining outside. Because there's a certain reason I want to be racing him outside in the rain. And we'll get to that when we get to that. Are you rolling guy? No, you're another fine drag person. Climb Drive is not a team that I'm really concerned with. Oh, Jesus Christ. There was a fucking thing that got into the pizza box. You know what? I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. Something needs to be dealt with because I just caught an animal in my pizza box and I don't really want them to mess with the other slices of my pizza. So, I'll just go dispose of this, and then we'll continue. My God, excuse me. was an encounter. We caught an animal breaking into my box of pizza that I had. Little critter wanted to slice that, but unfortunately, mice cannot have pizza because pizza is mine, for one. And for second, pizza is delicious. So, this house has a really, really bad mice problem. Like, it's bad. It sucks, too. But, oh well. According to what I've heard, we'll be getting rid of that problem soon enough. Which makes me very happy, because I kind of despise mice. They've bothered me so much, but they shouldn't be any more in the coming months. Anyway. Back to what I was doing. We were going to find the last member of Rolling Guy. So without further ado, let's go and find him. Ugh. Pizza sure was good. Are you who I'm looking for? No, you're fine, Drive. Yeah, I was rolling through the guys. That's clearly what I was doing. Man, I'm starting to get a little tired, but I really want to get through this portion of the game first. Because I do want to show off the boss of C1, or the final boss of Chapter 1 on stream, but I don't know if I'll go that long. Because I'm really starting to get tired. And you're another Fine Drive member. Yeah. Hold on. Must defeat them all at once using this word looking Ferrari. Yeah, it's a Koenig special. Ferrari's gonna fucking send me a cease and desist and tell me to stop. Because Enzo's mad that someone's outdoing him. Those damn whippersnappers always trying to outdo me. I'll show them what it really means to be a professional. You are not a rolling guy, but you are a wanderer. You are Rico-chan. Riku-chan. Girl who works at Option 2, driving a blue Starlet. Option 2 being a popular video magazine in Japan alongside JDM Option. So I'm pretty sure that Option 2 is just a subdivision of JDM Option, but whatever. And, I believe that Option 2 is behind various things, like coverage of the Tokyo Auto Salon, or coverage of various D1GP events, for example. And the magazine is actually somewhat popular over there in Japan with car freaks. Because it has like a lot of stuff regarding modification and drivers and all that fun stuff. It's basically a petrolhead magazine. But, yeah, that was fun. Still can't believe that thing with Paul Suzuki happened. He was going backwards and he was like, hello, I'm gonna race you. Ew, are you an 8.6? Fucking hell. Why are they all coming from our gangs? Like, this has just been our gangs and, Fine Drive. The fuck? Ugh. It's really silly how they've all been from Fine Drive and, our names. I'm not going around the entire scene again. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna put you on fast forward until we get what I want. Because, hey, that's the cool thing about emulation. So, just for, time purposes. It's giving me the same person, which is not what I want. Listen. Your Sylvia is cool and all, but I don't really want to race you, but I guess I'll race you anyway. Knowing how this game is, it's probably going to make me race people who I don't need to race. And I really hope that's not a case that I have to go beat Fine Drive first before I can take on the last people from Rolling Guy. I really hope that's not the case. Because if it does, that would kind of suck. Fine Drive member, because of course it would be like that. Just not gonna deal with you. Hey, the fucking things work on this thing. Cool. Didn't know that they did. Actually really neat that they do. Now, is this gonna be another Fine Drive person? Or is this gonna be a Rolling Guy? Looks like it's gonna be Fine Drive. It's Fine Drive. No, I'm not racing you. Surely, I'll find the last Rolling Guy eventually. By eventually, I mean I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna make sure I find him. Because he is kind of important. By kind of important, I mean very important. He is very, very important to my plans. And I do think once we have done C1 guy, I might push. Hello! You're who I need to race. So, here we are, Rolling Guy number 3. Last dude I need to race. Before, magic, as I put it, happened. And, yeah. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a real time. gonna be a heck of a fun time. Alright! Time to go face the leader. Which, yes, we're facing him now. It's Rolling Guy number 1! And hey, this battle intro is familiar if anybody has watched if any of you watched last night's stream. Foreshadowing. So, Rolling Guy number 1 has a little bit of a quirk if you missed last night's stream. The screen fades white, and then suddenly, it's Rolling Guy number 2. Two-car battle. The Rolling Guys make their last stand, but unfortunately that's not going to stop a madman in a strange-looking Ferrari from absolutely murdering both of them. Like that. Sorry, guys. Better luck next time. Trolling guy? Yeah, the trolling guys. Okay, so now that these guys are down, something happens if I've done it, right? It looks like I have. The rolling guys hang their heads in shame, as they've been defeated, and the white vans are back again. But what's this? There's a man! There's a man in this weird-looking Nissan. Betrayal Jackknife. The first member of the 13 Devils. Guess who we're gonna go race next? See that little orange arrow all the way down there? That's him. So, oh boy. We are in for a treat, because the 13 Devils in this game are, not pushovers by any means. Some of them are, but they will definitely give you a good run for their money. And very similar to how things worked last night, there's no way to back out of battle with them. There is no way to, unless you go back to the garage, but even at that, you'll have to race them eventually, whether you're ready to or not. That little angry orange arrow there demands your attention, as I'm going to show off. Also, there's the little boss icon designating that they are indeed a boss character. So, let's just go past them and go face the... Oh, nope, never mind. Betrayal Jackknife. If you decide to try and roll by him, he'll just challenge you anyway. So, the first member of the 13 Devils shows up after you've beaten 4 teams on the C1. It doesn't matter how many you beat on each side, it just has to equal 4. And the reason why I want it to be the rolling guys last is because their cars show up in the little introduction cutscene. And this guy is getting his ass kicked. What a surprise. And that does it for him. That is the first boss of Tokyo down. I think I'm gonna save my aim here real quick. I'm gonna try and blitz it. We're gonna see how far I get tonight before I decide to call it. So now, let's go to the Shinkanji-o. Because that's the next area we have to go to. And we're gonna go on clockwise, first of all. because I said so. Now, we have more rivals here to beat. So this should be fun. Starting off with the R Games, which is basically a rolling guy-esque team, but they don't run on the C1, they run on the Shinkanji, which is a very, very, very bad place. For them, anyway. And then soon enough, we'll be going to the other direction. Might just do how I did it last time and defeat 3 teams on one direction and 1 team on the other direction. If I can manage that. So look at that kitty sign. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, who would have known a Ferrari could have beaten an 8.6? Are you surprised? Because I'm not. In all seriousness, it was GTR wonderful. I'm gonna have to show this area off at one point too, because interesting things happen on this off-ramp if you go in the other direction. Hello. You are from Tokyo Jungle. Tokyo Jungle is a relatively skilled team of drifters, if I recall correctly, but their leader forbids them to drift. But the leader himself is a drifter, so it's like, I'm the only one who can drift, you guys can't drift, haha, fuck you, kind of thing. And, first part of the Wangon, a super fast mega highway that spans the various parts of Japan. It is very infamous for how flat and how long it is, which basically results in high-speed duels occurring on in this area on a daily basis. It's quite insane. Anywho, he wasn't much of a challenge. So there's another highway junction down there. Don't really care about that. Looks like it just goes down to the city below. And here is our first encounter with the Rainbow Bridge. A very famous bridge in Tokyo that, well, usually lights up like a rainbow at this time of night, but it's not programmed in this game. Anywho, looks like this dude's gonna be Tokyo Jungle member. Black Wind in a, looks to be like a Blitzen? Legacy wagon? Some description? Sure. Anyway. He's gonna be the next person up to bat. And like everyone else who I've raced so far, he's probably gonna go down without the fight. Basically means haha, I win again. Also, that's a pit entry over there. That goes to, oh no. That goes to the Kobayashi parking area. Which is, neat. Oh! Okay. Don't really want to go on this side of the C1. Just go back to my garage. Seven members from each team. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of people. I think I'm actually gonna call the stream here. Because I'm starting to feel really tired. So, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, my handle is great. Thank you all for watching the stream. I might pick up on this again tomorrow and finish stage 1 off. Not really sure what I'll do tomorrow, but, regardless, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. So, Peace out, everybody.